Welcome to the channel and the Chelsea news in 5 minutes with me, Chels Daft. No waffle or BS, straight to the point, loads to feature once again. So without further ado, let's get cracking. First up, the Burnley result at the weekend. A great second half performance from Chelsea. 4 great goals with Reece James heavily involved in the game, which was great to see. More on him in just a second. But the fact that Timo Werner and Romelu Lukaku, after their goal-scoring exploits against Luton, were left on the bench, Chelsea didn't need them. And in a game where, in the first half, we really struggled to break down Burnley's resistance, and if anything, Burnley had a couple of good chances that they didn't take, you sort of wondered at half-time whether we needed to change it or not. So a few strong words from Thomas Tuchel, and the team come out firing. And 3 goals in a 7-minute period completely won the game for Chelsea, with the 4th added late on. And it was just a great performance from Chelsea. Kai Havertz with 2 goals, obviously Reece James with a goal and an assist, and Christian Pulisic followed us up late on with the 4th. Great to see how well we played, and Burnley just looked dejected. Their press was just completely nullified in the second half, and Chelsea really used their quality well and just kept moving that ball wide. And Reece James, as I say, was absolutely outstanding. And we've got to talk about Reece James because Thomas Tuchel has spoken about him after the game, about how important he is to this Chelsea team. And Kai Havertz talking about the same sort of thing as to how we've missed him. And when you look at the Premier League table and how far Chelsea are off of Man City and Liverpool, Tuchel believes that key injuries to key players, these long-term injuries to Ben Chilwell and Reece James, have been key to this, in addition to, at times, the COVID pandemic. Thomas Tuchel said this. I've said it many times. I think the biggest struggle for us in this season, in this moment, is the injuries of key players and long-term injuries of key players. And Reece is one of those key players. Also Ben Chilwell. We had players out for many weeks and it's cost us. On top of that, the COVID situation where we sometimes struggled in a crazy way when we arrived at Wolves with 14 players and stuff like this. I think this is the biggest reason, the period where the gap opened, because we need everybody. Having these kinds of players available doesn't mean they're automatically always on the pitch, but it does something to the group because everybody needs to fight for it, and then you create an atmosphere where you're better than individuals, that you're starting to get better. It's the key reason. We're still in 3rd place, we're still in the FA Cup, we're still in the Champions League, so there's no need to be fully disappointed. We still have a lot to fight for. The race continues. Obviously, we're all well aware the title race is long gone. That's pretty much done and dusted. But those other 2 competitions, the FA Cup and the Champions League, we're well in the hunt. With good draw in the FA Cup away to Middlesbrough, 2-0 up against Lille in the first leg of the knockout round of the Champions League. With that coming up next week, and hopefully we'll go through to the next round, things are positive. But Chelsea are beginning to score goals again and playing better and looking better. You take the Luton game, you take the second half against Burnley. We've got good fixtures coming up, starting with Norwich this week. And looking at Chelsea's fixtures, the next 6 Premier League games, it's interesting compared to the others around us that are playing each other at different times. We face Norwich away, then we face Newcastle at home, followed by Brentford at home, Southampton away, Leeds away, and then West Ham at home. And you have to say, looking at the way things are being panned out at the moment, the way things are going, the Southampton, despite their defeat against Villa, the 4-0 drubbing at the weekend, and West Ham are going to be the 2 key games. But West Ham at home, we normally do well against them. It's always when we play them away for some reason, we just find it difficult. So that's the next 6 Chelsea fixtures. We pick up 3 points in all those games. That's 18 points. See where it takes us. And it makes us any closer to Liverpool and Man City. So let's keep positive. Let's just focus on this business end of the season. Finally, Thomas Tuchel's excellent player considering Chelsea exit after Roman Abramovich's decision. Now, they're talking about Jorginho once again being labelled as someone that could leave the club this summer. There's also reports stating if somebody takes over Abramovich, they're not going to run the same model. They want the football club to become much more self-sufficient, and it means that there could be wholesale changes with a number of players being told they need to leave the club in the summer. Now, whether or not that's something we have to take seriously, I'm not so sure. We have to wait and see what's going to happen, with other reports saying that a sale might not be likely to go through until next summer, despite numerous reports on a daily basis that up to 10 different bidders are trying to buy Chelsea. But Jorginho, we always hear from his agent and from his people saying that he wants to leave or he could possibly go back to Italy. His contract's up at the beginning of next season. So if Chelsea want to try and raise a fee for him, if they're going to sell him, they've got to do it this summer. And I wonder if he will be one of these people they're talking about leaving. Guess we have to just wait and see. Anyway, guys, that's the 5-minute Chelsea news from me, Chels Daft. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Short, sweet, to the point. If you have, drop a like on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications, though, so you're notified when my videos come out. And while you're there, post your comments in the comments section below. Have a great Monday. See you guys next time.